Hi, you're tuned in to Once a Falcon. This is the place where we celebrate the people of UT Permian Basin, alumni, faculty, staff, and even industry leaders who are pushing boundaries, lifting up communities, and proving what it means to be a Falcon. How's it going, everybody? George Payne here, Director of Alumni Relations and Annual Giving here at UT Permian Basin, bringing you again Once a Falcon. And joining me today is one of our wonderful alumna, Megan Baeza. Megan, how are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you.
Oh, we're happy to have you on board, so let's just jump right in. Tell us a little bit about yourself, degree, year you graduated, all the stuff.
All the things, okay.
All the things.
Well, sure. So I love UTPB. I am, of course, an alumni, a first-gen student. I grew up, born and raised here in West Texas.
Homegrown, we love it.
Thought that I maybe wanted to come to UTPB, but I actually, funny story, I registered at Texas Tech. I went to orientation, me and my best friend, and I left and I thought, this isn't for me. And so that's how I came to UTPB. And then I got here and loved it. I started off in accounting, switched my major very early on. I always knew I wanted to do law enforcement. And that was really my first job. So coming back to UTPB and working here is really full circle because I started obviously school here. This was my first job. And then now back working again at UTPB.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, everyone I think around the university will say Megan Baeza just loves and fully embodies the spirit of Falcon. It's because, I mean, you're wonderful at your position. And talking about your position, just walk us through the day in the life of an executive director of career services.
Sure. So in career services, we have a mission, right? And so we want to help students discover their passion. And we want them to prepare for their future and then land their dream job, right? I think when students graduate, they're like, I just need a job. I'm like, no, I don't want you to have any job. I want you to have the job, right? Like, what are your goals here, and let's help you get there. Some of the services that are most popular that we work with are resumes, internships, job search, mock interviews, networking, maybe creating a LinkedIn. And the beauty is that we get to work with everyone. So all academic programs, undergraduate, graduate, and alumni.
Hey, there we go. So for those of you listening, alumni, and you're open to sprucing up your resume or even your LinkedIn page, hit up Megan Baeza and Career Services. And so how is it getting to collaborate with these different businesses, whether it's hiring a student for internships or getting them on campus for events?
Sure. I feel like that's why we have the best job on campus, because we get to work with our wonderful students, but we also get to work with our community partners.
That's right.
I think people are surprised to know we have 350 local community partners recruiting our Falcons,
wow, I didn't
right?
even know that. That's crazy.
A lot. So we use a free online job board called Handshake, so anyone and everyone can recruit with us. But we plan lots of events throughout the year. We have our Career Champions program where we have even community partners come and help us prep students for their next steps. And then career fairs, right? Career fairs are really popular where we have lots of people coming to recruit students for internships or even full-time opportunities.
That's amazing. And I think that's one of the things that helps set UTPB just apart from the rest, is that we are helping students land that dream job, the job. And I think that's just phenomenal work. And I tell everybody that I encounter, is like one of the things that I truly love about UTPB, and I get to see it every single day, is that a lot of these students are graduating already hired at a full-time position. Some of them have even started working, and then they're crossing the stage. And I'm like, that is phenomenal. Because I mean, one of the things, especially with me, when I was coming here in my undergraduate, we didn't have the level of interaction with career services, and so I was a little scared and skeptic after graduation. It's like, what am I going to do? Where should I start going? So I mean, prior to graduation, I was a go-getter. So I was like, I'm going to start sending out applications. I'm going to figure this out. So I figured it out on my own. But having somebody to kind of help you and guide you through that process, especially when you have to tailor yourself to the specific job that job that you're wanting to get, I think that is phenomenal. And like I said, sets UTPB apart.
Yeah, it's exciting work.
And so what are some of the biggest challenges that you've seen with students when in your current role?
Sure. I mean, I think our students are focused, right? So they are working their academic program, they're involved in things on campus, maybe even the community already working. We have a lot of first-gen students like I was.
We do.
And so I think coming in and maybe not having a solid game plan from the beginning. And so I think that's where, yes, by using our services that are free here for students, online, virtual, I mean, we offer all different types of mediums to connect with students, that's the advantage point, right? You have to have a strategy. And so, you know, I'll say, right, the customizing your resume, that's important, right? Sometimes it's also like not disqualifying yourself. I mean, sometimes we see students come in and they're like, I'm really interested in this, but I don't know that I match the qualifications 100%. And I'm like, well, let the company decide who their best fit is. You don't have to, right? So be interested. Let's, you know, apply. And I think too, you know, the follow-up, right? So maybe I did apply, you know, what do I say? How can I follow up? Or I had an interview. What do I do next? So it's these key strategies that I help give them the advantage in the marketplace.
Yeah, no, and that is wonderful advice. I mean, I got that advice when I was younger and just starting off in the workforce. And so, I mean, tailoring yourself, but also, like you mentioned, disqualifying yourself. And got that advice from actually someone here at UT Permian Basin, and they were telling me, is like, just submit the application. What's the worst they can say? No. Or not even call you back, but either way. But a lot of the jobs that I've landed, I don't have any experience in it, but because of my work experience and my references, I have strong references, it's kind of opened doors for me that I didn't even know could be opened, essentially. And so, I mean, that's kind of how I ended up in alumni relations. I'm like, I don't know how I got here.
Yes, exactly.
And so that, and follow-up, that is also very, very, very crucial. And I have to tell my family, because I have a lot of younger siblings, and they ask me questions like, what should I do? Is like, did you call back and ask? I was like, if you got the interview or they decided to go elsewhere, did you ask for feedback? It's like all of these things just kind of help you in the long run, because then at the time that there's another job opening, they're going to think of you as like, oh wow, they were very interested, they were very wanting to hear the feedback on how they can better themselves. Let's give them a call and see if they'd be willing to come back for another interview in a different position.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So that is phenomenal work. And so what is the most rewarding part of your job?
Oh, there's so many. But I think, you know, we have a motto, students first, right? And so everything is about our students. I think for us, we really enjoy when students leave with confidence, right? They're like, came in and I'm like, they just don't know how wonderful they are, you know? And so when they're like, oh, okay, I didn't really know I had all these skills. I forgot to list this on my resume, or absolutely, I can talk about this at my next interview. So seeing them leave with confidence, I think, is key. But I think we'll tell you, you know, when students send us someone else. When we get referrals, they were like, hey, how did you come to Career Services? How did you hear about us? Oh, my friend told me. You know, I'm like, I think that means so much to us, because we want to add value.
Of course.
And when you send me someone else, I'm like, oh, okay, I see, you saw it, we got this.
You see the value, so now let's help share the love.
Let's tell a friend. But I think truly the cherry on top is when we work with students and then they have multiple offers. And so their new problem is, hey, I have 3 job offers, what should I do, right? I'm like, this is the best problem ever.
Oh, I always wish I had that problem. But I mean, I never had the confidence to go multiple. I always go one by one. But that is a phenomenal, problem to have. And so, I mean, if we're having all of these students that are having these multiple job offers, I mean, that's phenomenal. It shows the value in in the education system that we're growing here, but also the grit that we're instilling into our students.
100%.
And you keep mentioning like students first gen is like, that's the other thing, is like we have a high population of first generation students. And so that's phenomenal, because a lot of these students are coming in not knowing what exactly they want to do or what exactly they need to do. And so we have all of these services available with our brand new one-stop shop area to kind of help guide students and the parents through the process of enrolling, financial aid, payment, all that stuff, and then moving them over into advising and career services. And so a lot of this stuff that they're never been exposed to, now getting all of it to be able to help guide them from registration all the way up to graduation, as Dr. Spurlock has mentioned. So I love that little saying there. But what advice can you give from your personal experience that could relate to our current students, alumni, or even some prospect students that are hearing in on this conversation? Yeah,
I mean, my number one piece of advice: internships, 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 internships. And I say that because, of the benefits.
Right.
We see that students that do internships have twice as many job offers at graduation. They have higher salaries upon graduation because they're coming in with industry experience. And higher job satisfaction.
Right.
I mean, we would say, would you ever buy a car without test driving it? Like, that's crazy, right?
Right.
But you're going to pour in how many years and you know, money and stuff for an academic program that maybe you like, maybe you don't. So internships are a great way to test. You know, what is it that I enjoy? Is it something I'm really passionate about? Is it something I'm good at? What? Going ahead and building early on a network of people to help support you, even in industry or community. So I feel like internships are just the best.
Right, and I mean, you mentioned is like test driving and making sure that this is what it fits for you. My colleague Rusty Dunn, shout out to Rusty, he actually told us a story. He's like, I interned with a investment company, and honestly, it wasn't for me. That's what I wanted to do for the longest time ever, but after that internship, I was like, this isn't what I want to get into. And so that kind of helped change his course.
Absolutely.
And so I feel like that is a phenomenal advice to give just to our listeners. And so as a UTPB alumna yourself, why do you believe it's important for alumni to get involved, to stay involved and stay connected with their alma mater?
Okay. So I heard a motto, and it said, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together.
Right.
And I know for me, when I was here, I had so many people pour into me and bless me. And so I'm like, why would I want to rob someone else of that? So I'm like, now it's our turn. We've got to get involved. We got to give back. Because people need us. We need each other. We want to go far. I mean, I believe in the Permian Basin. I believe in UTPB, and so it's going to take everyone.
That's right. And I think just the community in this area, not just UTPB, but the community is so welcoming and so hospitable that, I mean, everybody wants to pour in you one way or another, whether it's knowledge, just resources, and even more. And so, like, one of the things that I'm trying to push with the Falcon Alumni Network is saying it's not just a membership, it's a movement. We are working together to not only just open the opportunities for this university, but for the current students. And so, I mean, a lot of our alumni are actually in the workforce, and they're coming back to UTPB to recruit. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of our alumni come in for these career fairs and all of these champions programs and everything like that.
Yes.
Would you say that's correct?
We have a lot of community support. So employers, alumni, everyone. I mean, we just need more, right? Yeah. We need everyone's expertise.
There you go. Yes, we need more. So if you're listening in, definitely hit us up. But I think that's all the time we have. But one of the things that we like to do is just a rapid fire segment, just so our viewers can get to know you a little bit better. And so with that said, what was the first job you ever had?
Yes, my friend's mom owned a women's gym called Curves. And so me and all my friends from high school, we got to work there. It was a lot of fun.
Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun. And are you yourself a night owl or an early bird?
Early bird.
Early bird, okay. You gotta wake up early?
Yes.
And so who is or was one person who inspired you during your time here at UTPB?
Yeah, well, I had the privilege of working when I was here at UTPB, and I worked for Sewell. And so Colin Sewell is a mentor and a dear friend and someone that I will be forever grateful for his leadership and mentorship.
Oh man, we love Colin around here. Colin Sewell is phenomenal. We love working with him, and he's done so much for not just the university, but for the community itself. And so shout outs to you, Colin. What is a dream vacation destination that you would have?
So my husband and I went to Hawaii in our honeymoon, and we have the dream to take the girls now, right? So we got to do it now family style.
Ooh, and what did you do while you were out there?
I mean, everything. I mean, how can you beat the beach, right?
I wish I was at the beach right now. No, I'm kidding. No, that's good. I'm here on the podcast. That's where I want to be. What's one thing you always have at your desk?
Sticky notes.
Oh my goodness.
Everywhere. Don't judge.
No, how can I judge? Mine is just whiteboards. I have whiteboards everywhere. And so I have to keep up with myself, just kind of remember everything that I'm working on, because if not, I'll forget.
Same.
And finally, what's one word that you would use to describe UTPB?
Opportunity.
Opportunity. I love that. And so with that being said, This has been Once a Falcon. Make sure that you guys try to stay connected with us or get connected with us. You can reach us at alumni@utpb.edu, send us an email, or just go online to the main UTPB website under the alumni section and definitely join the alumni network. But until next time, this has been Once a Falcon.